Hi, Saxons. This is Ms. Masters, your North High librarian. I was today years old when I discovered that Google Docs has a citation generator built into it. It will make in-text citations and put them in your papers for you, and it will also create a bibliography or works cited list. This makes life way easy, so I want to share with you how to make this happen. Before I do that, though, I have a warning for you. You have to have some background knowledge of citations and works cited lists in order to check the computer's work. Kind of like when you're doing math. If you punch a number into the calculator wrong and you don't know any of the basics of math, you are not going to recognize when the calculator comes up with an incorrect answer. So, if you need a refresher course or you just need a reference pulled up for you so that you can remind yourself of how to create citations and works cited pages, I like the writing lab at Purdue University best. It's called OWL. So I'm searching for OWL Purdue. It's going to be the very first thing that pops up. There it is, Purdue OWL. And then I'm on a school computer, so it loads slowly. All right. Over on the left-hand side in the menu, we want research and citation. The sample paper that I'm going to use with you today is written in APA style. This is a writing and citation style that's often used in the sciences. So I am going to select APA style over here on the left. Most English papers want you to use MLA style, so those are going to be the two that you'll probably use at North. MLA for English classes, APA for science classes. All right, I want the APA formatting and style guide. I want the guide, right? And then I have a whole bunch of information over here, yes? So if I click on general format, for example, it's going to give me a quick overview of how to do this, including how to set up a reference page. Here's how to do in-text citations, just the basics. Here's how to make a reference list, again, just the basics. And then it also goes into greater details as well. Do you need to create an in-text citation for a work with multiple authors? Do you need to create an entry for a reference list that is a video? So all of that is on here. And you'll want to make sure that you're looking at it as you're using Google Docs citation feature. So here's my paper. It's a small excerpt from one that I wrote for my master's program. I've highlighted the two things that need to be cited. These need to be cited because one of them is a quote directly from a website, and the other uses statistics directly from a website. Now, because I have some background knowledge of how to do APA citations, I know where my in-text citation needs to go. It needs to go before the final period in the sentence that I'm citing. So I'm going to go at the end of lunch, but before the period. Going to hit a little space there. I'm not going to cram my citation up right next to the word. Then I'm going to go to Tools, Citations, and it's going to open this box over here on the side. Don't forget to choose the style that you want. I need APA. Then I'm going to add a citation source. My source type is a website. These are all pretty self-explanatory. A book is a book. A book section is something like a chapter, like a smaller piece of a larger work. A website obviously is a website. A journal article is something that you would find in an academic journal, a research journal. And a newspaper or magazine article would come from, guess what? A newspaper or magazine. So website it is. When it says accessed by, what it means is how did you get that source? So was the book online, for example, or was it a print book? In this case, obviously, my website was a website. So there you go. All right. Who was the author? So in the case of my first website that I need to cite, there is no individual author we would probably see that at the top of the page underneath the name of the page itself. Instead, this has been created by an organization called the California Department of Education. Fortunately, that is an option for us. We are going to click on corporation/organization and type in California Department of Education. The title, that means the title of the one web page that you looked at. So it's going to be underneath the header at the top of the page where the name of the website and the menu is. In this case, the title of this one page that I used is School Profile North High. You are thinking to yourself, Ms. Masters, why did you not capitalize the P in profile? Isn't it a title? It is, but because I know something about APA citations, I also know that you don't capitalize any words in the title of a web page except for the first one and any proper nouns, so names of people, places, or things. So school is capitalized because it's the first word in the title. Profile is not capitalized. It's not the first word and it's not a name. North and high are both capitalized because they're proper nouns. They are the name of a specific school. So again, you would need to have that information in order to make this work. The title of the website. So that is the homepage title, right? Where did this School Profile North High page come from? It came from the California Department of Education's website. You can usually find the web page up at the top or the website up at the top of whatever page you're on. You could also check your URL. In this case, it says CDE, which stands for the California Department of Education. So again, that is the title of the entire site. California Department of Education. The URL is referring to the web address, which you find in this bar up here. So I'm going to select it. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go back to my Google Doc and I'm going to paste it. The next thing it wants is publication information. Often that would be found underneath the title of the page. In this case, it is not there. Another place to check would be at the very bottom with the copyright information. Copyright tells us when something was published and who it was published by. So I'm just going to kind of quickly scan the page as I go. I do see a date right here, but this is for the Google map that is on the page. I am not citing the map, I'm citing the whole page, so I don't want that. So far, I don't see any more dates. Let's check the bottom here. Okay, the C in the circle down here tells us that this is the copyright information, but it only tells us who published it and not when it was published. So it looks like we're going to have to leave our publication information blank. The accessed information is asking for when you actually went to the website and took the information off of it. So when did you find and use it? I don't remember exactly when that was for this paper, but it was sometime in February. So let's say Valentine's Day. So the accessed day was the 14th, the accessed month was February, and the accessed year was 2020. When it says short title, it's giving you the option of shortening a long title so that it fits into your paper more easily when you do your in-text citations. I'm going to skip that. The title of my page is not particularly long to begin with, so I don't think it matters. When I'm done, I filled in all the info. I'm going to hit the blue button at the bottom that says Add Citation Source, and it's going to create a citation for me. In order to put it into my paper, I need to put my cursor in the right spot and then hit the little button that says Cite. When you hover over it, it says Insert in-text citation. There it is. So for APA style, it wants the author and the publication date. So California Department of Education was the author. ND means there was no date available, no date. All right, let's add my second citation source. It is also a website, and it is a page on our North High website. Again, there does not appear to be an individual author here. Usually an author's name would come up at the top of the page under the title. That is not here. So we're going to go with a corporation or organization again. North High School is the organization. The title of the page, Our School. There it is, right up there at the top. Our School. The title of the website. So what larger site did that one page come from? In this case, it's North High School. If you're not sure what the name of the site is, you can usually click on a home button and it'll take you to the main page, which should have the title of the site up at the top. You can also usually find it in a header up at the top of every page on the website, usually where the menu is. Sometimes you can even look up in your URL and it'll tell you what part of the URL will be the website's title. Alrighty, so North High School, I need the URL, so this is the address. I'm going to highlight it on the page, copy it, paste it. There we go. Published day. It's not up at the top, so I'm going to kind of scan the page as I scroll slowly. It's probably at the bottom with the copyright information. So we're looking for that C in a circle. There it is, C in a circle. Copyright 2018, so that's when it was published. And Torrance Unified School District is who published it. So I don't have a day or a month, but I do have a year. I'm only going to fill out the information I have. So no day, no month, but the year was 2018. Access day. When did I look at it? When did I find it and use the information? Let's just say it's today. Is today the 12th? Let's pretend it's the 12th. So the access day is the 12th. The access month is November. The access year is 2020. And again, I don't really need a short title. The title is already only 2 words, Our School. So I think we're good there. I'm going to add the citation source. There it is. That's our new citation. And then I'm going to go to where I want that in-text citation to be inserted. Because I have some knowledge of APA style, independent of Google Docs, I know where to put my cursor. It needs to be a space after the quotation marks, but before the final period in the sentence. So that would be down here. I'm going to go to the one I want. I'm going to click Cite, and it's going to insert it for me. I need to put that final period in afterwards. All right. Let's see what it'll do with a reference list. So in APA style, your reference list goes on a whole new page. So I'm just hitting enter until I get to a new page. APA calls this page references. You might also hear it called works cited, bibliography, works consulted. It depends on what style you're using. It also depends on what your teacher has asked for. So make sure you read the assignment instructions. At the bottom of the citation bar on the right, it says Insert Bibliography. We're going to click that blue button. And it has inserted a bibliography, including a title. I noticed a couple weird things that it's done, though. It looks like it's inserted a space before this, so I'm going to get rid of that. I want to make sure that the word bibliography is at the top of the page without any extra spaces. So I fixed that. I also told you that this page is called references in APA style. So I'm going to highlight bibliography. and I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to call it references. Otherwise, it looks good. It's double-spaced. It's in alphabetical order by author, California Department of Education versus North High School. It does have the hanging indent, which is great. The hanging indent is when the lines after the first one are indented, but the first one is left justified. So this looks fantastic. I'm very pleased. Again, you would probably want to go back to the Owl at Purdue website and just confirm that this looks correct. But with the background knowledge that I already have, I feel pretty good about it. Hopefully this has been helpful for you guys. If there are any other research or technology tutorials that you think would be useful, you can email me, masters.caitlin@tusd.org. You can also find that information on the school's website and on the library's website. Make it a great day or not, Saxons. The choice is yours.